This beautiful variegated leaves is of one of the prayer plant called Maranta prayer plant. At night and cold and also during heavy wind, the leaves of this plant fold itself as if they are praying. So these plants are called prayer plant. Friends, as you see, the condition of this prayer plant is not so good. It is attacked by the caterpillar several times and many leaves are eaten by the caterpillar. Some of the leaves are drying and this plant has already overgrown its container. As you can see, this plant is grown in the poly bag and it needed immediate repotting, but as the winter is a dormancy period of the plant and it is not good to repot the plant during the winter, so I could not repot this plant. Here you can even see the roots are coming out of the drainage hole. Today I am going to repot this prayer plant. This will be the first repotting of 2021. So friends, let's start the repotting. I am going to repot this plant in 5-inch plastic pot. I have made lot of drainage hole at the bottom and as well as at the side of the pot. Now I am giving the small pot to this plant as it is not so big. This pot is just 2 inches bigger than the previous pot. So always use the pot which is 1 to 2 inches bigger than the previous one. My potting mixer is ready. I had prepared this potting mixer by mixing 40% of garden soil, 30% of compost and 20% of sand. I mixed them well and prepared this potting mixture. Now friends, I am going to add a handful of neem cake powder, 1 spoon of Epsom salt. Epsom salt will help this plant to come out of shock. Now friends, I am going to add 10% of perlite. If you don't have perlite, you can keep the quantity of sand 10% more. You can also grow this plant or repot this plant in 1 part of sand, 1 part of compost and 1 part of garden soil. I have not used any fertilizer and a fungicide right now. A handful of neem cake powder, Epsom salt and a 30% of compost is more than enough for the time being. Once it starts producing new shoots and the new leaves, I am going to give a fertilizer to this plant. Now I am going to fill this pot partially with the potting mixture and then going to place the plant, and I am going to fill the rest of the pot after placing the plant. Right now I am not going to disturb its root ball. This plant is grown in well draining soil, so its soil is good as you can see out here. So I am not going to remove any of the soil from its root ball and I am not going to disturb this plant. You can see the lots of root out here, so it has almost covered all the soil with the root. So this is the right time for repotting this plant. So now I place this plant out here. Now I am going to fill the rest of the pot slowly and gently so that plant does not get disturbed too much. Friends, I make the video on plant care and give the tips on gardening. So if you like my video and if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and please press the bell button after subscribing so that you get the notification of new video. Now friends, from the month of February we can start doing our gardening work like repotting and giving fertilizer to all the plant. Now plant will slowly come out of its dormancy phase. Now I have finished repotting. Now I am going to water this plant. After repotting, water the plant thoroughly, and we need to water the plant until the water comes out of drainage hole, and we have to make sure that there is no any air pocket. Now friends, you can see the water coming out of the drainage hole since my potting mixture is well draining, so it took no time to come out of drainage hole. Now I have finished watering this plant. Now I am going to keep this plant in a dry shady area for 4 to 5 days, and after that I am going to place this plant in an area where it gets 4 to 5 hours of everyday sunlight. This is it for today friends. Take care of yourself, keep gardening. If you have any question or any suggestion, you can comment. For this kind of video, keep watching HR Garden. Thank you. Till we meet next time.